Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Jujutsu Craft. Last time we checked out. I really should change back to the other things. These ones are just easier when we're not using the specific add-on techniques. But last time we checked out Mei technique, and we checked out Kusakabe's technique. And Mei's interesting enough. She has like a lot of the super strong physical attacks, but other than that, it's just like her bird strikes. She can tame and summon crows and then use them to attack things. They're decent against some opponents. Like she handles some special grades fairly well. Like she can just take on insect in a moment, but that's nothing too special. But like it's not high tier stuff. She can't really hurt Gojo Sakuna, whatever, and she's not really going to pick up many wins against Maharaga or Yuki. But yeah, Kusakabe's a little bit different. He is like a pure physical technique essentially. It just has like techniques that make it so that you can like guarantee the sure hit. Hold on. Yeah, yeah, let's just summon Maharaga. And then just like and then we're just going to like what? That did not go as expected. We tried this last time in like that first full. Really? There we go. I am doing a surprisingly little amount of damage right now, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up the win here. It just working a little bit weirdly. Not really what I was expecting to happen here. But like, the simple domain guarantees like a million slashes in a moment. They do a lot of damage. You're also blocking some damage that's coming at you. It's like a really good counter for Maharaga here. A lot of the pure physical ones are. And we actually used it to put up a decent fight against Sakuna. It can't quite pick up a win, even with the add-on we added in last time. Because like, now we are using the Jujutsu Craft GT add-on. It doesn't quite work how I thought it did or how I wished it did. There's some problems with it. It adds in like a whole system where you can technically get stronger, but I actually had to go back some versions to access it because it was broken in new ones. Plus, you actually have to manually turn on all the systems for some reason. It adds in a bunch of cool stuff, but you have to manually go in and say, I want this system on, and this system on, and this system on. It's a little bit weird. It's good. In theory, it's a cool mod, but it has some issues. Like, it adds up this screen. You can give up 5,000 fame and able to get a stat point and use it for one of these things. I'm not sure what these do, really. I know this gives you a little bit of health. I assume this makes your domain stronger, and I assume this makes technique stronger, but it's really hard to tell. I don't know. I thought it was a system where, like, you could gain... The more things you defeated, the more fame you get. You can, like, boost up specific stat points and get stronger in specific areas. And I guess technically it is, but I was kind of hoping more for like the dragon block tech. Words are hard. I was hoping it would work more like a dragon block, where you get stat points, you boost like specifically your speed, or you specifically boost your how much cursed energy you have, or something like that. It doesn't quite work like that. But yeah, we're gonna keep it in for now. It gives us a lot of extra health, and it changes how reverse curse works. It does other stuff, like it changes a couple of weapons, and it adds in a couple of things, like the third eye, which is apparently a Majulo thing. But I have no idea how to access it, because like the wiki for this also kind of sucks. Like the wiki lists some of the stuff and says, "Oh yeah, you can access this, and it does this." Okay, so how? Or no, it doesn't even say that. It says, "Oh, this does this." Doesn't explain how to access most of it. Doesn't explain like specifics on how a lot of it works. Yeah. In theory, I like the idea of this mod. I don't think I like the execution of it very much. But anyways, moving on. Next up, technique-wise, we've completed everything on here except for Gojo. I think we've completed everything on this list now. I think it's on to this one. I don't remember which ones exactly still need to be done. I keep getting asked about Uro, Ryu, and I think I keep getting asked about like this group of four down here. I know these two. I can't remember if it was Yorozu or Kurourushi. So you know what? We're gonna skip whoever else we need to do on this line and just go to these four first. So let's start with Kurourushi. Yeah, this is the insect. Okay. Interesting. It makes me invisible. Just do that, and let's take off this for now. Yeah, that doesn't. It doesn't work very well. Like, the insect body is kind of. It kind of works. Yeah. Nah, I'm not a big fan. I'm gonna go back to the Uruhume outfits. Yeah. Anyways, Kurourushi. We are a cockroach. We have cursed cockroaches. And technically speaking, I could make it so we use two techniques at once, but I'm just going to stick to one. The add-on lets you do two at a time. So what have we got? Jump attack. I mean, I like jump attack. It's not the most powerful of the physical attacks, but it's decent. What have we got? Tornado of cockroaches. Where are my insects? Da-da-do. Oh, I'm basically out of them, actually. There. That one's Rika, transfigured. Where are you on this list? You're just like a really good test subject. It doesn't help that they're all like the same thing. That's lost. Do-do-do. Mouse. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Insect. Like, it's just like an easy test subject. Tornado of cockroaches. Oh, it circles on me. Ow. I thought it was like gonna like launch a tornado like you do with Momo's technique. Tornado of cockroaches. Where are you? Oh, it didn't actually take damage. Or if it did, it immediately healed it back up. So, it's like a click and hold. The longer you hold it, the more damage it does. It sort of knocks things away before it actually gets to do most of that damage, though. So I'm not a great one. Wave of cockroaches. Okay, that one's... Like, it sort of follows where I have my mouse looking. It can sort of, like, keep it on, and it does a couple of hits. And I could... Oh, that's the second time I crashed today, actually. 1 second. It looks like GT isn't getting kept in. Because it's literally blasted all over that crash report, and I had to remove it in order to get the game to work again. Yeah, I was so excited. I was so excited for that add-on, and it's caused me nothing but grief. Aw, that's so sad. Anyways, I'm gonna keep the extra health for a moment until I die or until I change techniques. But sad. I'm sad about that. Let's actually beat up Insect here, shall we? Like, does this fight feel differently now? Okay, that technique... Either I got unlucky the first couple of times, or it actually was changing how it was working from GT. Wave of cockroaches. Okay, that's... that feels pretty much the same. Onslaught of cockroaches. Get him. Okay, that one that one's the first one to have like an actual charge, it looks like. Bounce away. Charge effect, onslaught. Full charges. Actually decently powerful, it looks like. It did a decent chunk of damage there. Earthen insect trance. Blinding, blinding. Ow. Blinding, blinding, blinding. What are you doing? I'm not actually sure what is happening with that right there. Like, it's summoning them forwards they're attacking. But as far as I can tell, that's all? I don't know what that's doing. And then domain expansion. I don't know. I mean, it feels okay. I have no idea what that does. I don't think blindness affects mobs. I don't know if that changes anything. And then there's the domain expansion, of course. You know what? I can go double check the wiki real quick and see what it says about that technique. Okay, so the earthen insect trance, apparently. I'm not recovering cursed energy. Did that fix things? Okay, we're back to our normal amount of health. It looks like cursed energy is there. Yeah, it looks like I'm recovering stuff now. So basically what it does is it summons these two things, and when they die, any opponent we're fighting gets slowness and blindness, apparently. Ow. They also land and do, I guess they also do the whole, like, landing crash thing, I guess. Interesting. What? What are you two doing? I don't know. Our little insect buddies are weird, apparently. Oh, there they go. So, not great. Like, slowness and blindness don't really mess with mobs too much. Like, so no, slowness is nice, I guess, but like blindness, I think they can still see you. Like, they don't play by the same rules. I don't know. It could be better. Onslaught of Cockroaches seems like it might be our best technique. Like, it's the one with the charge, which means it gets super strong, and they just go where I'm looking, and it, like, summons a beam forward and does decent damage. I haven't been able to land, like, a full power shot of it yet, though, so I'm not entirely sure what it maxes at. Only does about 80. I guess I was pretty far away, so it might not have actually hit all of the shots. Wave of cockroaches. Yeah, wave of cockroaches. It kind of looks like just a lesser version of Onslaught. And Tornado isn't great either. It's going to guarantee you a couple of hits against anything that's too close. But, like, it's not really your main damage dealer. It looks like I hit that, so it gives you a little bit of wiggle room to make sure you actually hit your shots with the onslaught. Yeah, it's an interesting enough technique. It's, I guess I'll give it its Maharaga shot. I don't see it winning here. Apparently the Fester Lifeblade is supposed to give you healing of some sort. I don't know if that's properly in yet, though. Hold on, doesn't it usually? I could have sworn I remembered the Fester Lifeblade having some sort of, like, dialogue bit on the bottom, but I guess not. I don't know. Tornado of cockroaches. Ow. That did 0 damage, as expected. That did essentially 0 damage, as expected. Yeah, we see where this is going, right? Earth Insect Trance, go! Get him! Get him! I don't think that worked. Domain expansion. Apparently, they've given this thing a name. It's supposed to just summon a bunch of cockroaches. Which... yeah. Something tells me that this guy is going to end up fighting a main character and just get completely annihilated. I do not feel strong enough to actually hurt Yuji or Megumi or Yuta. Like, this is a calling game character. I assume they're gonna fight someone big, like one of those four. Wait, Maki's in the calling game too. Yeah, Maki will just annihilate them. Is there literally any main character I can think of this character being an actual threat for, just based off of what we're seeing here? The answer is no. I don't think this is actually a big bad of any kind. Yeah. Right. What? Why was he just stunting on me? He was just standing there, just like kicking in the opposite direction, like slashing a couple of times, just standing there menacingly. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not super impressed. This one's not great. It's cool, I guess. Maybe I could see a Jogo when just purely spamming. Yeah, purely spamming Onslaught of Cockroaches, trying to get Jogo before he launches his big explosion attacks in return. It's Domain Clash. They're actually pretty similar styles of Domain. Honestly, it's a pretty similar attack too. It feels like there's some like similarities between this technique and Jogo's technique actually. Yeah. Let's give it the Jogo fight. Let's give it one more. This is like the strongest opponent I can think of. Maybe it can beat Onslaught. Oh, we launched at the same time, I guess. Where? Get back to jump, please. Yeah, we both have jump attack, actually. Tornado kind of blocks some of his, like, summoned explosive bugs, it looks like. Jump back at him. Onslaughts. Yeah, maybe, yeah. I thought I sensed similarities. Maybe there's even more similarities than I thought. I don't even know where he is. Where did you go, Jogo? Really? Did I just land in an explosion? Basically, yes. Okay, he's gonna destroy my tornado here. I have done 0 damage to him. Onslaughts. Get him. Get him, my cockroaches. He's just healing through everything. Wave. Okay, Wave seems to actually work pretty decently against him, I guess. Tornado. I am using up all of my cursed energy here. Can I not actually pick up this win? Can I get a full charge Onslaught here? Oh, his charge time is faster. Like, he charged that attack so much faster than I was able to. Wow. Okay. Wow, can you stop? Wow, I'm land and just instantly getting tossed back over. Can we stop for a moment, please? Tornado doesn't seem to do much damage. It is kind of an effective, like, block technique. Onslaughts. Yeah, I'm gonna lose this fight, probably. But, like, this is fairly well matched. I feel like if I played this better and got some better luck, it might actually go better. Sadly, I'm gonna run out of, I'm just gonna run out of, cursed energy, though. Wave. I can get a couple of stuns in, at least. What? That can just curve like that? It's a sure hit? Why is that a sure hit? Like, you're not in a domain. He shouldn't just be allowed to hit that whenever he feels like. Yeah, this... I definitely think I was right when I said this has similarities when Jogo's technique. Like, very, very similar fighting styles. Come on, get him, my uglies, get him. I didn't actually mean to tornado there, but it kind of worked, so... Where is he? Domain expansion, I am out of energy. Where is Wave of Tornado? Wave of Insects. Ah, oh, he was on like 20 HP max. Oh man. Did he actually despawn immediately, or is he still over there so I can see? There he is. He's 16. I was gonna say 15, not 20, and then I changed it. Yeah, that is about as even of a match between techniques as I think you're going to find. Like, that literally probably could not have been closer. Like, the odds of getting a mob to 1 HP and tying like that are super slim. Like, I don't think I've seen a closer matchup between techniques. So, insects, they're disaster curse grade. They're probably not reaching much past there. That's where you're gonna max out. You can probably pick up that win if you're a bit more careful. Next up on the chopping block, Takako Uro. Let's see. That's some hair in Takako Uro's clothes. Do you have it turned off? No. Takako Uro's clothes, or lack thereof, apparently. Let's keep on the hair for a moment. It's the closest the hair has come to actually working with my skin. Which Look at that. That's kind of silly. So, what do we have for Takako Uro? Barrage, Thin Icebreaker, and Domain Expansion. Not much. Oh, we can fly. I guess the flight is just attached to the technique. It's not actually attached to any clothing. Either that or it's the hair. No, interesting. This is the first technique where I don't actually have to wear specific clothing attached to the technique to use the flight. It's just the technique itself. Okay. So, Thin Icebreaker. Let's pull out our handy dandy insect. Thin Icebreaker. Blocked an attack surprisingly well. If that's it. Okay, the longer you hold it, the farther you walk, and you can just sort of release it when you actually want to hit the thing in front of you. Wow. Of course, as soon as I go to release it, every single time it's going to take like 2 steps forward just to like stop me from launching it. And it doesn't even... Okay. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I can already tell I'm not a huge fan of this technique. It only does... It does an okay amount, I guess. Too bad he instantly heals up. And isn't one of the weaker opponents to test it against. Am I missing something here? Or is it literally just this? Okay, you can fly and control yourself mid-air and then do that. So that makes it at least somewhat more... What just happened? Why did he just cease existing? What just happened there? Okay, I might be missing something. Hold on. Okay, I was missing something. Hold on, Insect, I need you to launch some of your shots at me. That's not a projectile, so that's not going to count. I need to launch the energy shots. Come on. That's just a physical attack. And... shift. Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. Like, if I'm shifting, I can just, like, I can just knock projectiles back. That's a perfect guard. That's not actually what I was after there. Okay, hold on. Can I launch that back there? Okay, yes. It, like, circles around me for a moment. Okay, I was missing something about this technique. Hold on. This just gained some points in my book. Like, essentially a full counter. Any projectile attack, I can just, like, launch back. It's not gonna be Maharaga. I could launch back, like, the cars? Which, I don't even know if that would work. The cars aren't technically projectile. Maybe they are counted as projectiles. They're like actual entities. I don't think I see a Maharaga win. I mean, maybe that would work against Garuda, counting Garuda as a physical shot, which technically it is, but I don't know if it would count. Technically, Blue's a projectile. This does, on its own, there's nothing super powerful about this one. But, if those things I just listed work... Okay, that didn't count. Hold on, I need you to launch, I need you to launch a blue at me, please. I need you to launch a blue at me, please. I need you to launch a blue at me, please. Stop being pure physical for a quarter of a second, please, and launch a blue. Please stop being... Please launch a blue. Nope, he's just gonna keep punching me in the face. He's just not going to. Like, stop going pure physical for a quarter of a second, please. Does he actually have some sort of AI that says you might be able to stop a blue or something? Oh, no, he didn't even... Wow! Oh yeah, blue isn't actually a projectile, red's the projectile, so I'm asking for the wrong technique. I finally got the blue, and it's just not actually what I need. Fly, fly, you fools. He's gonna launch another blue here. That's like the blue orb technique. That's still not what I'm after. Middle, up, no, that's not what I want. Inverted spear, switch back to the inverted spear chain of memories. How does this work again? Shift right click holding left hand. Combine, short, middle, long. Reverse curse, reverse curse, reverse curse. He just won't do it. He just refuses to launch a blue. Come on. I swear, it's like this game understands that I'm trying to test something and is like, you're not allowed to do that. Like, it happens so often where it'll just specifically not do the one thing I need it to do, and it will do literally anything else. That's a purple. Shift? Nope. No, purple is not considered a projectile for the purposes of this, I guess. It's literally a projectile shot, but it's Sato of Gojo. Of course it doesn't work. I needed to test it at least. That makes me assume that Sukuna's ability also isn't going to be counted as a projectile, even though it's a projectile. Just because it's those two, of course. That's what that makes me assume, but have to see. Come on. Oh, hold on. Oh, some of them are making it through. Hold on. Oh, ow, ow. So it's not like a full guard. It's not like a full counter, but like it's relatively effective. Then icebreaker. Oh, if I'm shift clicking, I don't actually move with that technique. Okay. Huh. You're not gonna win this fight, but technically speaking, it's a fight, which is better than other techniques have been. Ow. There's that, and he's gonna slash here. Yeah, that might have actually been like a world-cutting slash, or actually no, this one doesn't have access to that one, but like Megumi would have done that. Megumi Sukuna. There's that. This is like he's not actually taking much damage, but he can't really hurt me. Like, I can't hurt him. He can't hurt me. So, this is just like a stalemate. I'm gonna run out of energy eventually. That was cool. I don't remember you being able to do those flips. Ow, I guess my full counter ran out there. I was shifting. That... It seems like Cleave... It seems like Dismantle is getting blocked, but Cleave has trouble actually working sometimes. Ow, that one seemed to work. It's not... It's never gonna win. But surprisingly effective here, actually. Oh, this does have a full charge effect. Ow. Come on. Huh. I was not expecting to actually put up a fight against Sukuna. Ah, that one got through. So it's never gonna win. Like, that's for sure. Like, I would need 6 eyes to never run out of energy, never running out of reverse curse. I would need GT to be working to change how reverse curse works entirely. But it is mildly effective. Okay. I'm also never going to pick up a win against Mahoraga. That's just not happening. I do have to, I guess I should show off the domain, but once again, it's a basic domain. Honestly, even like a basic domain for this one, just making it sure hit changes a lot. Like, charge up that, try to launch a full charge one. Yeah, even with that, I just don't see a way to beat Maharaga here. Yeah, even fully charged, I think that was a fully charged at least, only did like 100, or less than 100. I guess that's probably that's maybe a projectile attack. I don't know if that will work properly. Can I counter without using my technique? Probably not. Like, I lose my flight ability, which makes me think I lose my passive guard attack or counter. So, yeah. It's not special grade, but it can fight special grade, which is interesting. And where is not barrage attack? I want an icebreaker. Reverse curse, reverse curse. And yeah, this fight is just, it's going to end with me losing. It does surprisingly well against super high grade opponents, but it can't really win the fights. It just survives the fights very well. Like, if the player could actually outrun any mob, this would actually be a decent technique for escaping a fight. Like, you're gonna survive a fight, you just can't win a fight. So running, if you can manage it, is like your best bet. Of course, you only get 3 seconds of flight, so that's not really actually enough to do anything at all. Like, yeah, the idea of flight on a technique is super cool. Why is it only 3 seconds? That is kind of mean. Like, that's kind of egregiously low, especially since I don't think the mobs have that timer. Like, I'm fairly sure Hannah does not leave the air. But anyways, I like it better than Kurourushi. It's not, I don't know, it falls into that category like, oh, this is a really cool technique. You can't, yeah, it's not going to win many fights, though. That's all of the techniques are most of the techniques. That's something really cool about them. It just continues to feel like you can't, there's no point in using some of them. Because everything else is just so much stronger. Ah, oh, that full counter might end up being one of my favorite favorite sub techniques. It's not even a real technique. It's just this little side point to it. But like, it doesn't make up for the fact that you can't win a fight with it. Next up on the list, probably the last one we're gonna look at today, is Ryu Ishigori. What have we got? Ryu Ishigori's hair. Oh yeah, it's like the pompadour. Like, no thank you. Top's kinda cool, but I'm gonna stick with Urahime's. So Ryu's technique. What have we got? Barrage, Granite Blast 1, 2, and Domain Expansion. There's another super basic one. Insect, here you are. Granite Blast 1. Okay. That seems like it could be decent, especially if I got the full charge on it. Granite Blast. Okay, that's doing at least 100. Oh, hold on. That has a destructive range of about 100 blocks. Okay. Okay. What's Granite Blast 2 look like at a full charge? Granite Blast 2. This one actually keeps you in place a bit more. I don't... Was it just because I was too far away? I'm not entirely sure what that one's doing. It looks like it's hitting a couple of times and then knocking the opponent out of, like, the damage range. There we go. That one looks like it... That one can one-shot insect, but it's a little bit unpredictable. Like, it looks like it's doing... It's launching an energy ball that is, like, hitting the ground and, like, causing explosions a couple of times, but it, like, knocks opponents away and it sort of carries them a little bit. It seems like Granite Blast 1 is a bit more predictable, but does less damage on a full charge. Like, either of these can pick up a one-shot against Insect. It's just this one can do it more reliably. Why did it launch that direction when I was looking at you? It's super basic. It seems decent, though. There you go. You just need to make sure you're actually launching it at full. Let me go see to the wiki again. I just check it out for every technique at this point. I should just open it up preemptively, even. Okay, it looks like this one also has a passive, but it's just your physical techniques just charge faster. Yeah, like that's apparently, that's half the speed of like the normal time it takes to charge knockback attack. But like there's some increase, that's, if you take use of that, that like helps you land black flashes because that has a higher chance and whatnot. But like on its own, it's not that great. Like, charge up time being lesser for a couple of techniques is okay, I guess. I don't really make good use of that though, usually. Maybe I should try using it to better advantage. But apparently it also makes it so that you can launch techniques even with unstable. I'm not actually entirely sure how you get unstable. I don't remember. What mob gives you that? I don't know. But anyways, Granite Blast 1, like I thought, you just stand play, you charge it. It goes farther and it does more damage. That one's pretty self-explanatory. It's like a shot that goes in front of you. Granite Blast 2 fires 5 energy balls. And they actually go where your mouse is looking. So like the fact that it did less damage to insect, the fact that it's variable is because I'm not keeping proper track of where the enemy is. Like, they get hit by that first shot, and I don't actually track which direction they go, and so the rest of the shots miss. But if I can keep them all on track, that might be okay. And then this one does have a special domain, apparently. But let's see. Maharaga. Granite Blast 2. Okay, that did decent damage, even. Ow, ow, ow. Granite Blast 1. That did less so. I'm assuming he's already adapting to that, of course. Oh, that counted as a stun. I continue to dislike the stun system. Like, it feels so arbitrary what's a stun, what's not. Okay, he's apparently adapted to that and not taking damage anymore. So it's not going to pick up a win against Maharaga. That's almost a given. Wait, does the double charge time actually mean so I can launch, like, the full barrage attack faster, too? Maybe. Like, I always, like, hold barrage attack so you get, like, the full 6 swings or whatever instead of, like, the 5. Full barrage attack. Yeah, that did almost nothing. Domain expansion. I'm assuming he's already adapted to this. But, like, it just does this, and it makes it so that... Yeah, it just makes these sure hits, which... It doesn't do anything special, apparently, besides that. But, like, making hits sure hit isn't, like, bad or anything. It just wish it had... That counted as hitting the tree. Okay. I'm not gonna knock that. I'm not gonna knock this specific technique for doing that because it's not the first time I see that. But it is a bit silly. Like, so many don't, like, the, whatever, like, extra decorative bits spawn inside the domain, they always count as entities, so that certain attacks will just target them instead. It's like, it feels so weird. It feels so weird when it's like, oh yeah, you have a sure hit attack. Too bad there's trees or something in your domain and it sure hits those instead of the enemy. Haha. That's so weird. Like, at least they could at least be counted as, like, friendly entities, and so that you don't, and, like, have it specifically target hostiles. Like, every mob is a red dot, so every mob is hostile, quote unquote, on the map. It's, so, just have trees count as friendly, so they're not targeted. But, yeah, this is a cool technique. It's very straightforward. It's just got, like, 2 big energy blasts, just working slightly differently. It's, it feels like I don't know. It feels like there might have been a win there for Maharaga. It's not an easy win. It takes some work, but I think it's there. It's long enough range where that it might be able to take care of Yugi before she goes black hole. So it might have a Yuki win in there too. It doesn't have a Gojo and it doesn't have a Sukuna win. That's for sure. And poor Dabura. I keep forgetting to try out fights against you, too. Yeah, I haven't fought you today. I don't think I see a win, but might as well try it. Decent damage there. The problem is, even if you get Dabura to, like, a certain point here, counter might work as... Counter against Dabura might actually be, like, the way to go. Like, if I tried Takako against you instead of against Sukuna, it might have actually worked better. You have a domain, but I haven't actually seen you use it. Oh, hold on. I want to see. Can I wake up this win? I haven't actually tried this. Like, is it like reverse curse where you don't actually use it until you hit like a certain health bar? Oops, that's not what I wanted to try. Granite Blast. Oh, he's sublight. I still have a sure hit on here, though. Oh, I'm out of energy. Cool. Granite Blast. Okay, where is he? He's inside of a rock. Aha. Fully charge it. Granite Blast. Barrage attack. Hold on, I think I have a win here. Or maybe? Ow. Maybe I have gotten a bit cocky here. Oh no, I got a bit cocky here. He's going to explode everything. Did he launch it? Ow. This is a maybe. He's just staying outside of range now. But like, counter against you might have actually worked surprisingly well. I'm finally back off a cooldown. Go. Now P's healed up too much, and now he's just going to avoid every attack. Yeah. Did he automatically attack me as soon as I respawned? Yes, he did. I guess I was inside of range for it. But like, I probably could have picked up the win there if I was more careful in the domain. Oh, he did launch his domain. He just apparently needs to reach a certain point. He did not win the domain clash. I got put on cooldown as if my domain lost a clash, but the clash is still ongoing. Like, he didn't win the clash. What the heck, game? Why did you do this? This feels unfair. He did not win the clash. You can tell he hasn't won the clash yet. That's my domain causing the sand. That's so rude. Whatever. Am I gonna have to go into creative mode so I can do the outro? Because he's just gonna be here forever. Is that Ryu? No, that's someone else. I think... Yeah, something weird's going on here. His health bar is broken now, too. He's winning clashes that it's saying he's won clashes even though he didn't. I don't know. Anyways, Ryu, very straightforward. It's a decent technique. It's just not gonna win fights. That's just the thing. No technique can win these fights. Like, yes, these are super powerful characters in universe. Give me a way to fight them, please. This is a game. This isn't actually the series. Game mode C. Whatever. Whatever. I want to thank you very much for watching. Kurourushi, not great. I kind of really like Takako, and I kind of like Ryu's techniques. They're just... They can fight special great opponents. Winning those fights is where they struggle, I guess. I don't know. I probably should have tried Takako against Tabura. I think that one might have actually worked out, because I think most of Dabura's attacks are projectile-based and should probably be countered. But, anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. I want to thank everyone one more time for watching, and a special thank you to the channel members, Yamato, Tanagura, and Goddess of the Starfilled Void. Thank you both so much for the extra support. For real now, take care, everybody.